Hello again, thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, it's actually the evening now. Normally we work in the mornings, but it's nearly 7 o'clock and I'm just waiting for the wife to ring to pick her up from a Thai restaurant. So hopefully I'll get some nice Thai food. Well, she's going to do me something, so that'd be nice. So in the meantime, I'm just going to make a start on the NVT Easy Rider, and I'm going to give a little bit of an update what's been going on. I finally did get the head off, if you remember on the last video. Took me probably 5 days, not constant, but on and off trying sprays and all different things, and eventually I was able to get the head and the whole engine into the ultrasonic cleaner. I took a little picture up there for you, and it just about covered the head, and eventually, so I put that on for a couple of times with some sort of degreasing in there, and that finally got the head off. But there are a few other problems, so I'll come and show you what I've been doing. And Jenny's just been out on a walk now, so she's going to rest for a bit. She's been a bit fed up with the granddaughter here because she gets the odd ball on her head and when she's playing, so she can relax now. So let's go into the shed and I'll show you what I've been up to. Right, I have been a bit busy. As I say, I had the granddaughter here. She does like to help, but she tends to go off with the bolts and what have you. So I did do a little bit, straightforward really, just undoing the wheels at the back here and taking the rack off. I managed to get the this number plate carrier thing off. A bit of a state, but I'll get that powder coated as well, sanded back and powder coated. So I'm going to leave all the yellow stuff to my friend who does the powder coating to do that in yellow. Back light came off okay. That's all good condition. This rubber just needs a bit of a clean up. Still got some of the yellow paint stuck to it, so that's another job. Regarding the head, as I say, I've got the head off, which is okay. I say by putting it in the ultrasonic cleaner, but the cylinder, as I moved on, which is actually fairly good, this inside smoothness of it, but if you remember, I couldn't get the exhaust studs out. Well, I took the exhaust, well, I could work straight onto it, went to unscrew each one, the actual nut was breaking up anyway, and I finally got some grip onto it and it snapped the studs in there. I haven't given up yet. I've tried drilling and I've got a few other plans on that one, but the only unfortunate thing is by trying to get this off originally, look at a couple of the fins are broken there, one there, that one's bent slightly. So what I've had to do, this is oh well, the other thing was the ignition system, see, which you know was underwater a bit, so everything is pretty knackered in there. The points, the condenser, the main ignition coil might be all right. I'll test that. This one, the lighting coil, is also pretty naff, but we'll test it. Now the other problem I came up with once I took the flywheel off, there was I tried cleaning it, but in there is like a lumpy rust. It's all smooth, you can see the cam is okay, but I'm just not happy with these little bits of bumpy rust bits pitting here, because obviously when that's going round it could affect the what's it called, the points. So basically I was sort of stuck for that. Anyway, cut long story short, what I've done now, I've ordered another engine, a second-hand one from Italy. It's cost £200, and it does run. I've seen it running on the video, no exhaust or anything. So obviously that's going to come with the points and the flywheel. It will come with the same head and same cylinder, and the only difference on it is it's a kickstart engine, exactly the same. You can see where it's blanked off. This is the pedal one, and you can see it's blanked off, but it's a kickstart one. So I'm going to keep my original lower half here because I got all the bearings and seals for that. Hopefully refurbish that with the new bearings, and then come back and I can put the new old engine cylinder on there, and the head, and we've got the electrics already in there as well to go back into once that comes. That's next week sometime. So what I aim to do this weekend is just get this completely stripped down. I can put the petrol tank, I can put some anti-rust stuff in there before I send it off the powder coating, The wheel obviously will need sandblasting here, do that for me, and then I can concentrate on the rest of it. But for now, we're just going to carry on, strip this down, and then I can get the yellow bits off for powder coating. No great rush on that, and then we can get on to the engine as well, probably next week. But anyway, so let's get on with the strip down. Right, the swing arm here, which I'm going to paint as well, the bolt that holds the this arm, the shock absorber, is supposed to have a captured nut in there, but unfortunately that was missing, and that's also what holds on the number plate there. This is yeah, it's fixed there, so there was nothing there. I'll have to sort out another 10mm bolt for that later on, so that was already loose. I don't know if this one will come out. I don't know if this is the same size. Yeah, we can probably take that one out. Getting some of these other parts off well, there's a lot of lubrication, penetrating oil in there to get them off. They are everything is really quite stiff and stuck and rusted. So this hopefully should get this one out. There we go, it's the same again. Oh yeah, it still works, that's all right. So yeah, so that's that one. Keep these bolts together. The bushes look all right actually in there. Right, so I'll take the one off the other side. Okay, so that one's off. Now all these I'll try and polish up and paint this. They're all working all right. This is one trouble with the granddaughter. She loves being out here, but she's got a habit of, you take a bolt out and the next minute it's missing and it's in the garden somewhere. So I thought, well, I'll carry on. She's gone now for a few days. So I'll take this up, so at least I know the bolts for it. She calls it the Nana, which is her way of saying banana, and she's quite right. I always think it looks like a banana, and it will do once it's nicely painted as well. So right, so I'm just going to put some tape around there just to keep that safe, and we'll try and get this. We've still got that to go through, the brake cable, and we'll try and get this swing arm out. Okay, well this is a slightly bigger socket, 19. I don't know if this is going to be a nut each side here or just a bar that goes through. I'm not sure. Let me check the other side. I'll come back to you in a second on that one. Yeah, I think this bolt, I don't think it's threaded. It didn't push through, but I think that's loosened off now. Yeah, that's coming out now. Right, let me just put this down and I'll pull that bar out. That should be the swing arm off. Right, yeah, there we go. So it was a bar just all the way through, but it is actually into the thread, the other side, and then that end just sort of locks it in. So yeah, that's one thing to get sent away and sanded back. Right, so I think we can move towards the front now. Obviously the stand will be the last thing off. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and get all these cables pulled through, and then we can start concentrating on the front bit. Right, back the next morning again now. Eventually I had to go and pick the wife up, but I've put all the cables through. I did unscrew the speedo cable at the bottom here, but for some reason it wouldn't come out, so that's not a problem. I'm going to leave that for now, and I've unscrewed it for the from the bottom of this lamp unit. I've cleaned it up a little bit whilst I was just waiting for the wife and the cables and that, so we'll keep them out of the way. Come back to that later on. So now if I just bring you up, just the front bit now. I did spray these with some lubricant stuff earlier, well, a few days ago, so hopefully they'll come out. They're hex keys, so I'll get them out. That'll get the handlebars off now, complete with cables, and then we can get the suspension part off, the wheel off. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the stand on for now, so that I can fill this up with this rust eater stuff all the way through. So I'll leave the tap in as well for now, and yeah, and I'll leave the valve in at the end there for now. So we'll fill that up. I can leave that a couple of days, and then next week I'll get this over to the powder coater and this part here. So the next bit now, we can try and find some hex keys for that, and get this off the handlebars. Well, touch wood, they are starting to come out. Obviously they are stiff. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's okay, thank God. Right, let me get all these 4 out, and then that should actually release the whole handlebar, including cables. Okay, so they're out now. I'll put that into some rust remover stuff for now, and the whole of the handlebar unit's all come off now, which I can strip down at a later stage. My friend is going to sandblast these, and hopefully he can do them in some sort of silver. So so that'll go off to him once I get all those levers off. Right, I think what I'm going to do is take the steering off, the yoke off, and then strip down the suspension part once it's off. So what I'm going to do is, this is a 32 mil. The 32 socket won't go on, but this is a 32 spanner that does. So start undoing this. There's obviously bearings in there, but I believe they're in a race rather than loose. So let me get this off, and we'll get the steering part off. Well, that's off now, this top where it's washer, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to do what I planned. So what I'm going to do is undo these 2 nuts, which would lift that plate off, which gets me to the nuts underneath there. So take these 2 out, hopefully that will lift off with everything falling apart, and then I should be able to get say to these nuts underneath. Right, there we go, so they're out. Now I can get to these steering bolts here, so that can obviously go for powder coating as well, all the yellow parts. Need to try and sort out this suspension. I'm going to try and hopefully do it once it's off. So let's get these out now and get the steering off. Right, well that's finally off and out down there, and there's the other part there with the top bit that bolts down with the bearings on. So all that can all be cleaned and polished and everything. So all this, well, that could all go for powder coating, I suppose. And so that's just really the frame now done. Just leaving those stand on for now, and I'll get this filled up with some anti-rust stuff, and all these other little bits I'll also get into anti-rust stuff as well. But yeah, okay, so just the final little bit now, just doing the suspension, getting that out and the wheel off, and that should be it for now. Right, okay, come out for a bit of sunshine here, a bit more space as well. I've just loosened the bolts now on the wheel. That should come off now. That should do. Where are we? Maybe a bit more. Oh dear. Oh, yeah. No, not quite, not quite. Will that do it? Nope. No. Anyway, you know what I'm doing. Let me just get this off and I'll come back to you. And then eventually just tap them out. There's all the springs, and obviously that's going to have to be cleaned and re-greased and what have you. And these lower ends here. And so that's completely clear of any rubber now in there, and that can go off for powder coating. So I've got quite a little list of that. I'll put the frame over there. I'm going to film that or fill that with some rust killer stuff shortly, and then I'll just take the stand off perhaps, well, it's Saturday today, perhaps Tuesday, and get this off to the powder coating. It does take quite a time, so let's just get it off as soon as possible, and then we can get on with some of the cleaning and painting of some of the other bits I need to do. So we call it a day. It's finally stripped down. I need to tidy up now, and I was hoping to sort of try and do the engine next week, but I've got the van to do. I've got a few things to do on that, so I may, if you're okay with that, film. I've got 2 episodes to film for the van. The second one I might just keep back until there's something I can't physically do on this one. So next week I've just got this little bit of a van to do, and then I'll do another one which I'll film, and so I'll keep that for later on use. Anyway, so finally there, stripped down. Let's see how it comes back from the powder coaters. Right, back with Jenny now. It's quite a nice warm Saturday today. She's got this little icy collar on, put it in the freezer. We've ordered some more for her. It just keeps her cool around the neck, which helps her sleep better in the afternoon and the mornings when it's hot. So, as I say, next week I probably will be showing you the first little job I've got to do on the van. And then also I have got another job which I'll just keep for another rainy day. And then, so I'll get this stuff off to powder coating, and we can start cleaning up other bits and pieces. And also I've got the spare engine that's coming sometime next week, so we can strip the engine down, put new bearings in. Easy as that. Of course, nothing can go wrong, can it? And then that'll be the bottom half done, all being well. So until next week, you take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.